Well, I guess you're next.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Boinks and CJSiev Very Cool Podcast. I am your host, CJSiev, also known as Connor.
And I am your other host, Boinks, but also Liam. Just call me Liam. So today we figured we'd talk about the new... Wait, not new.
This is
Damn
the
it,
third
it's
time
so
recording
hard.
This intro. This should not be the hard part. No, leave this in.
Okay, that's fair.
We're leaving it. I'm not doing the intro
that's
for a
fair.
fourth
We
time.
did like 4 intros. Okay, so today we figured we'd talk about Kenobi, because I finished. But we'll leave that to the end, because, I don't know, it seems like we talk about Star Wars a lot on this show.
And we will continue to.
Yeah, it's not like we have about 5 other Star Wars episodes planned for the future.
Oh, there's more than that. That's lowballing. But before we get into that, we've got some other things to talk about first. And to start with, what have you been up to?
Honestly, not too much. I finished all my school
Riveting.
for this year. Now I'm on the 9 to 5, so now I'm just working.
Nice.
And I don't know any video games I've been playing. Oh, we finally bought the DLC characters for Super Smash Bros. That's probably the only game I've been playing. Oh, and Minecraft. I've been playing.
I was gonna say we played Minecraft till like 2 a.m. yesterday.
Yeah, with a bunch of our friends, we went to the ancient cities, messed around with we had like 7 wardens at once. It was pretty fun. It was pretty scary, honestly. Like
they really knocked it out of the
really
park.
Good job.
With the warden itself and this design of the city, they knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, it's so good. I can't complain about it.
I'm a little disappointed by the update as a whole, and I don't think the loot is very good in the city.
I think the loot's mid.
It's okay, but there's nothing I need.
We're definitely doing this too late in the game.
Yes.
Like we all have like
I don't need
full enchanted best gear in the game. We don't really need any of this stuff, but like it's still fun. It's still a good adventure. The adventure element is perfect.
they've knocked it out of the park.
It's awesome.
The ancient cities are incredible.
Yeah, I love
They're so well done, and the warden is terrifying.
And then
I think once whatever that portal thing is used, which I think will probably be the next update.
Yeah,
there'll be a reason to go in there.
Well, we shouldn't get our hopes up about that though.
No.
And the other thing I said, Super Smash Bros. I've been hardcore maining Piranha Plant. I've been going sicko mode on Piranha Plant. He's so fun. He's so broken. Like his Patooey move, bro, is so good.
Yes, that's of course what it's called.
It is what it's called. It actually is.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it's called Patooey.
Oh, I didn't know that.
His neutral B is
the one where he spits the cloud or the ball?
No, the ball. It's called Patooey.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hilarious.
All right, I was just messing around.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been up to. What about you?
Well, I mean, I've also been playing Smash and Minecraft, but I've been playing Steve quite a bit, the phony Minecraft.
Smash.
Specifically Zombie. Oh yeah,
Well, you started as Enderman.
Yeah, but then I kept losing, so I switched to Zombie, and then I kept winning.
I was pulling dubs.
Now I'm pulling some dubs.
He's pulling dubs.
He's
Zombie.
very difficult, but he is fun.
Stupid. He's so bad.
Really funny. I've actually been up to quite a bit of stuff. I saw Jurassic World Dominion the weekend it opened, so a few weeks ago as of recording. But it's bad, but it is very funny. And just this morning, I released a video on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/CJSiev, ranking and reviewing all the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World movies, including Dominion. I hate so many of those movies. That was really hard to do, which is why it took like a month later than it should.
Yeah, it's been a while since you posted a video.
In my defense, I got delayed.
Yeah.
I lost a week because I got sick, so I couldn't record, and then I just didn't.
But now it's out.
Now it's out, yeah.
Another CJSiev classic.
The other day, I also I was on a different podcast, which, as of recording this, is not out yet, but it will probably be out by the time this comes out. The show's called Obsidian Talks Sleep Deprived Anime. Now, if you guys know me, I don't like anime, but we watched Cowboy Bebop in all of one sitting, everything except the animated one, not the movie though, in one sitting. So we started at 8 o'clock, we finished at 6 o'clock, just overnight.
And you recorded the whole thing?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was very long, but the show's a fucking banger, and I've had the theme song stuck in my head for the last 3 days. It was really good. Got home, slept 12 hours.
What time did you get home? 8?
I got home at 8 o'clock.
And you slept till 8 p.m.?
No, I didn't sleep 12 hours. I'm kidding.
Okay.
It was an exaggeration. I slept maybe 6. But yeah, that's all I've been doing in terms of content. I might cut this out later, but I've been fighting with a stupid bank I'm with, which the bank shall remain nameless because I don't want to get sued.
But they're stupid. That's all.
I'm mad. So I'm kind of an idiot. I'm sure you guys have figured this out at this point, but
It's no secret.
It's no secret. Yeah. So I got home after work one day. I went to check something on my account, pay back a credit card debt or something like that because I am many millions in debt. And I locked myself out of my online banking. I'm an idiot. Shouldn't do it after work at 1 in the morning. Happens to the best of us.
I locked myself out of my bank account like last week.
And I made fun of him for it. And boy, did karma come back to bite me in the ass. So I went in one day to get it fixed. It was my only day off that week until the weekend. And then I went in and I said, hey, I'm an idiot. Please fix this. The teller goes, okay. Pokes away at it. And then kind of goes, yeah, I'm not actually authorized to do this.
Oh my God.
The person that is authorized to do this is not in until tomorrow. So come back tomorrow. And I'm like, all right, fine. So I left and I go in early the next day. I work at 10. The bank opens at 9:30. There was a lineup.
Oh.
So I got there. I stood in line for like 15 minutes. I got to the teller. It was actually the same teller. And I was like, okay, hey, it's me again. Is she here? And she's like, yes, she is. I will go and I'll go get her from the back. So she disappears. I got about 10 minutes to get to work. And the bank is about 5 minutes from work, so I'm not that worried about it. And then she comes back in about a minute later. Says, nope, sorry, bud, she's busy. Can't help you today. Come back tomorrow. And I'm just like, excuse me, what? Like, are you kidding me? The fuck do you mean? She can't help me. She's like, no, she's actually preoccupied. She can give you a call later if you want. And I'm, or you can just hang out here for like an hour. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna hang out here for like an hour. I gotta go to work, and she can't call me at work. I'm busy. I'm like, all right, fine. Fuck you. I'll come back I'll come back tonight. So I go in. I thought they closed at 6. I got off at 5:30. Because I went home early because it was pouring rain. They closed at 5, so I missed it. I was like, all right, fine. I'll go back tomorrow. They're open later tomorrow. So go to work, go back in. I get there. It's a different teller this time. And I talk to her, and I'm like, hey, this is the 3rd fucking day I'm here.
Bro was fuming.
I was so mad about this. And then they're like, okay, and I tell them what's been going on, and then they pull up my file or whatever, and they're like, nope, sorry, bud. Can't help you today. Come back tomorrow. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's... So, and then I went home, and then I was like, all right, I'm not doing this again. So there is a number I can call to fix it, but anytime I've called it in the past, I've been on call for like 4 hours.
On hold?
On hold, yeah.
Yeah.
Did I not say that?
You said on call.
Oh, I've been on hold for like 4 hours.
It's
so
even worse.
I didn't. Did I butcher it again?
No, you're good.
What? Okay.
It's worse to be on
Oh,
hold,
yeah.
I mean.
So I was on hold for like 4. That's why I didn't want to phone them. Like, I had the number before, but I was like, all right, fine. Fuck it. I'll do it. I'll just suffer through this. So I did it. I was actually only on hold. I actually wasn't on hold at all. Whole thing took 15 minutes.
And he's back in business.
And I'm back in the business. So I am so pissed at this bank. Nobody listening to this cares about this story at all.
Boss, no baby.
But I needed to scream into a void about that. This terrible and they never actually told me why they couldn't help. They just said, no, sorry, bud, go away.
Just telling the story, you're getting heated.
It's
raise the temperature in here by like 5 degrees.
It's fixed now, and I'm still mad.
Well, now it's over. It's all good.
Yes, until I lock myself out again.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much all we've been doing recently.
You want to move on to the next segment?
What's our next topic?
So this is a bit of old news, and I've asked you to stay away from this.
Yeah. Okay.
So I know what this is. He does not. This is a blind reaction.
Yeah.
So the director Todd Phillips recently posted the title of the upcoming Joker sequel.
Yeah.
It would be called Joker 2, The Squeakquel. No, it's actually
Okay.
It's called Joker 2, Folie à Deux. I may have butchered the pronunciation. It's Spanish.
Wait, can I read it or is there going to be spoilers?
Hang on.
Joker 2, Hollywood Reporter. Oh.
Below that.
Folie à Deux. Oh,
It's Spanish.
I have no idea.
It's so I probably mispronounced it.
What does that translate to?
Madness for Two.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be Harley Quinn, I bet.
It's also a medical term where it's like the same disease that affects or disorder or whatever that affects multiple people in one family or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So it's a double entendre.
Joker's gonna date his sister?
You know what? I wouldn't put that past that movie. So that part's official, 100%. He posted a picture of Joaquin Phoenix just punching a dart and
Nice.
and reading the script. I thought that was funny. Yeah. So this next part is not officially confirmed.
Okay.
This is via The Hollywood Reporter.
Okay.
Lady Gaga will possibly be coming on as Harley Quinn.
Okay.
If you remember the last movie, it ended with him in Arkham.
Yeah.
So maybe she's just works there, which is often what happens in most comic continuities.
That could be cool. Nothing wrong with Lady Gaga.
So that part's not insane. She's an actress.
Yeah.
It's the next part of it.
The biggest grin on your face. I'm so worried.
This is quite possibly one of the most chaotic and funniest things a movie has ever done. And I wish they didn't tell us this. And I went into Joker 2 not knowing this was going to happen. It might be a musical.
Like a full-on musical? What?
You got Lady Gaga. And it's
Well, if it's Lady Gaga, that could be good.
Yeah, but have you seen the first one?
That's gonna be so weird. It could be good.
That is so
like in his head
fucking
or
funny.
That's hilarious. Oh my god.
I wish they didn't tell us this, because I would love to have gone blind to this.
That's so weird. That's hilarious.
That is so unbelievably funny.
That makes...
If this is
maybe
real.
It could be good.
That's not officially confirmed.
I don't know. That's going to be weird. I'm excited.
But imagine the fan backlash to this. Everybody who loved the original Joker is going to hate this.
Why?
And so many people who didn't like the original one
might
love this. It's so funny.
Well, I don't know. I like Joker. I think I like.
I thought it was pretty good. Yeah.
That is hilarious.
It's so that's hilarious.
That is so weird.
It's the second funniest thing a company's ever done besides the Morbius re-release.
Yeah. That is so weird. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I asked you to stay away from that just to get your blind reaction.
Like 2 weeks ago, you
on
were
the
like,
show.
do not Google anything about Joker 2. I have to tell you on the podcast.
This is old news, but I wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay. That's so weird. Was that all about Joker 2?
Yeah, that's all we know at the moment.
That's all the
I wanted to talk. So yeah, officially we're going to be talking about the development of Joker 2 on this show.
No. Well, maybe.
Maybe if it keeps being funny.
If it's still funny.
If they come out and announce that it'll also be a G-rated film.
An animated feature.
Animated feature.
Oh my god.
Starring Seth Rogen.
As Donkey Kong.
As Donkey Kong. Our next bit of news before we get into Kenobi, LegoCon.
Yeah.
Happened last week.
Bunch of new Lego came
Bunch of new Lego.
It's so exciting.
Yeah. Well, personally, I don't really care about most of it. There is a few sets. I think it's the Star Wars stuff. Yeah. Bunch of sets got revealed. The big castle. I didn't look up the names of any of the sets.
Yeah, we're going off pure memory.
Yeah.
Because that castle's cool.
The
it's
castle's
like $500,
incredible.
So cool.
But it's going to be I have nowhere to put it, so I'm not going to get it.
Like
it's huge. It's worth it. It's taller than that.
Yeah.
And wider.
Yeah. No, it's huge. I don't know where anybody's going to store it.
I probably shouldn't have pointed at it. Liam has the big Pirate Bay set, and I pointed at it. Barracuda Bay. That's what I'm pointing at.
But yeah, and then the other cool one, the other vintage one was the spaceship.
Yeah, the Galaxy original space one. I'll absolutely be getting that one. That was really cool.
You're getting that?
Oh yeah, I'll get it. It's awesome.
Oh, I'm not getting that one.
It's super good.
It's really cool. Put that one on like a stand or something.
Yeah,
that would be
I think it comes with a stand.
Well, that's even better.
Yeah, it's I could be wrong though.
Super cool.
Really good.
But
they also announced, this was at Star Wars Celebration, an Andor set.
Yeah, I don't care about
it's bad.
It. I think we talked about
Looks like a shoebox.
We potentially talked about that last
did we?
episode.
I might cut this.
Yeah.
Or not. If you're listening to this, I didn't cut it. But the real shit.
Important ones.
The Justifier set. Cad Bane's ship from the Bad Batch.
So cool.
The build itself, exceptional.
It's great.
It's so good.
The color scheme of gray is so cool.
It's great, but that's what it looks like. It looks exactly, and it's huge too.
I don't know why they committed so hard to this ship. Out of anything,
it's really good, and I don't think it's that expensive. It's a 200 American. It's not cheap. It's a 200 American set.
It's 200 American.
Okay, but have you seen the size of it?
It's huge.
It's huge.
That's like 230 Canadian.
It's not cheap. I'm not saying it's cheap. I think it's
probably worth it though.
Priced okay. I mean, I haven't. Maybe it's smaller in person.
Let's see what happens.
The figures though.
Yeah, the new.
It's got Fennec Shand, who I already have.
We already have a bunch.
2 versions of her.
One sitting right there.
I have both versions of her. Hunter, same Hunter from the Bad Batch ship. Still a good figure, and he should be there. Toto 360.
Which is brand
new.
The
funny Seth Green robot.
I'm so happy.
And new Cad Bane. Oh, and Omega.
The Omega's more exciting.
It's those last two that are worth getting the set for.
Omega and Cad Bane. Cad Bane's not brand new, but this is a brand new.
It's a new version. It's completely different than the other ones.
Those two figures are both incredible.
They're really good.
So nice.
Yeah.
Especially the Cad Bane.
The Cad Bane's amazing.
So good.
The new respirator piece.
Yeah.
So good.
It's awesome.
The old one was good too, but the new one's better, I think.
And in Bad Batch, that's Cad Bane's best fit. His fit
Disagree.
is unreal.
We argued about this for like an hour the other day.
Yeah.
It's no.
Cad Bane's
season 1 to 3 is the best look.
Yeah.
The Bad Batch look is badass too. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that look.
His worst look is
the box.
The bounty hunter.
Yeah, bounty hunter Obi Wan. Yeah.
Which it's still good. He looks too skinny.
He looks weird. Yeah.
He doesn't look. He looks more.
I think that's the most underrated arc in the entire show.
No.
Most underrated, not the best.
The Force Yoda one. That's the best, or that's the most underrated.
You know what? That's actually an excellent point.
That's probably my favorite arc as well.
Really?
So good.
Over the finale?
Well, that doesn't count. That's obviously the best one. But I meant besides that, I think Umbara's probably second best, but
Umbara's my third favorite.
But or maybe the Fives going
That's a good
crazy
one.
Too.
Darth Maul taking Mandalore.
Oh my god, we gotta have a Clone Wars episode soon. Clone Wars is so good.
Sometimes.
We could talk about Clone Wars for 7 hours.
Clone Wars is the best thing Star Wars has ever done.
It is.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's fair. Okay, we're gonna talk about Clone Wars for all day.
Yes. The other set.
The other set, which I'm way more excited for, is the ATT, bro. So good.
I believe 3 212 clones, a gunner, 2 battle droids, a dwarf spider droid,
and Phase 2 Cody.
He's so he looks
good.
So good. New clone trooper.
So hyped about it.
New clone trooper helmet mold.
It's okay.
It looks the same as the old one, but there's a hole in the side of it. But the
nice.
hole is in the wrong spot. It's too high up.
It's not technically in the wrong spot.
There's a big circle on the side of their helmet.
It's in the wrong
where
spot
it's supposed to attach.
If you look at it, but it's in the right spot for practicality.
Yes, it lines up with the visor. Yeah, I just find it funny.
Yeah.
And I like that it actually looks like the old helmet mold.
Yeah.
A lot of people are bitching about the new style for the clone troopers.
I love it.
I think it's better. I think it's the best clones I've ever done.
The helmets?
Well, the helmets and the body printing, the way they're done now.
Yeah, the body print is...
I think my favorite.
It has way more detail. And
yeah.
I like that. I think
and it's a mix
of simplicity.
It's a mix of live action and animated.
Yeah. Well, Clone Wars is where all the clones come from.
I can think of 2 movies that say otherwise.
Listen, when I think of clones, I think of Clone Wars. I don't think the live action clones.
It's a good mix. I like it.
So I don't know. But then I don't know.
Shade arm printing though.
That set is just so good.
It's really good.
The ATTE is probably my most anticipated set. I cannot wait to have that.
I have wanted an ATTE since 2002.
Yeah, whenever the first one came out.
It's
You weren't alive. Oh my god, yeah, you were alive.
I was very much alive in 2000. I did not watch.
You were not very much alive.
I did not watch Attack of the Clones in 200002.
You were.
I was a baby.
You were sucking titties and barely conscious in 2002.
I was about a year old when the time Attack of the Clones came out. Little under a year.
Oh, I don't know when it came. Didn't it come out in like January of?
March, I think.
Oh, okay. Well,
March or May.
matter. You were born in June.
Yes.
So that means.
My birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday yesterday,
Thank you.
Connor. But yeah, the ATTE is great.
It's really good.
And that I'm so excited for.
I wanted every version that I've ever seen on stores. The Clone Wars version, the 2013 version. Didn't like the Rebels version very much.
The Rebels version's not an ATTE. It's like...
It is what it should be.
It's an ATTE that...
Yeah, it's
the one in the show. It's not like a
yeah,
regular
I don't
one.
think that's a bad set, but
No,
I didn't
it's
really
great, but
care
I didn't
about
like
it.
Rebels back then. Now
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. But we can't talk about that because we already had a 2-hour conversation about that last
Go watch
week.
last week's episode. They also unveiled a Sectum Sanctorum set.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
I don't think I'm going to get it. I thought about getting it. I was going to put it next to my Daily Bugle. No, I don't think I'm going to get it.
I can't afford to get into the Lego Marvel stuff. I'm already too committed to Star Wars.
I started. I said, oh, I'm just going to get this one set.
That's not how it works.
I've made a mistake.
To get one, you can't stop. That's why I have
have
all 12 of the Lego Muppet minifigures in my hand. Unopened, but I have them. It's so
Surprised
bad.
you didn't open those.
I'm very excited. I'm going to open them tonight.
Nice.
But yeah, it's going to be so good. And then, yeah. I mean, other than that, there's not too
I
much
think that's about it.
Lego news.
Yeah.
I'm
I think we're
so
done for
excited.
the news of the week.
When does that come out, the ATTE?
August, I think.
August. August is going to be a field day.
I'm not getting all the sets this year. I got almost all of them last year. I think there's one I
I'm
didn't get.
getting the ATTE.
I'm getting that one.
Probably Purple Clones, which is already out.
It's already out, yeah. I'll get the Obi-Wan Starfighter.
I don't think I'm going to get that. It's
Really?
a little bit mid.
You don't want the Kaminoan?
I want the Kaminoan, but I'll probably just like
I'm getting that
bricklink
one.
it if I really
I think
want
it's really good.
I think the whole set is a little mid.
The
It's
wave
nice.
or what set?
The Obi Wan ship.
Oh, I think it's really good.
It's good, but I don't know. It's a little underwhelming.
You're not going to get the Inquisitor ship from Kenobi?
Oh, I'm getting that one. I
That
want
one's
the
really
Grand
good.
Inquisitor.
I want the Grand Inquisitor
so
figure.
bad.
Yeah, I think the old...
And that ship is good.
Compared to the old Grand Inquisitor figure,
It's way better.
the body is better.
Way better.
I prefer the face on the
I
old
love
one.
the new face.
It is accurate to the new one.
Yeah.
I just think I like the old one better.
I want all of those figures. I want
Yeah, they're
Reva.
really
I
good.
want the Fifth Brother. I want the
The
Grand
fifth brother
Inquisitor.
figure is way better than the Rebels
So
version.
good. And then
I never liked
most
the Rebels
importantly,
version.
I want that mullet Obi-Wan with the shoulder thing.
Yeah, it's a good one.
So good.
I'm not going to get the other Kenobi set,
No, me
though.
neither.
The one that's just a rectangle.
Yeah.
The new Vader's pretty good.
The rectangle
But-
with spoilers, 4 dead characters.
Yeah. I do like the robot. I don't think Tala's worth getting.
Do you remember when
And I don't think that- I
episode
think the
came
other
out
one's better.
of Kenobi? Oh wait, we'll get into Kenobi.
No, we can
really
talk about
fast.
this now.
The yellow droid in episode 3 when it was first introduced,
Mm-hmm.
everybody was like, "Oh, I bet it's Captain Rex in there. Oh, I bet it's
Really?
Wrecker in there." I was
Are you,
like,
really?
yeah,
I didn't
so
hear
many
that.
People.
I actually
so
didn't hear
many
that.
people were like theorizing that it was going to be a character.
No,
in
it's a
there.
robot.
No, it's just a droid. Like, what are you doing? Like, why would
I
it
liked
be
it.
anything but
That
a
was cool.
droid?
That was a cool droid.
It was so good.
I'm not getting that Lego figure, though.
I love that.
It's a
droid. It was
$50
cool.
set that kind of sucks, but
Yeah, I'm not
with
getting
middling
that set.
figures.
No, the figures are all great.
I think the droid is good. I think Tala is mid.
Oh.
I think that version of Obi-Wan's pretty good, but I prefer the one in
And we already have
the
that
Inquisitor
right
ship. No, it is different.
Right there.
Face print underneath is
I
different.
don't care about the face.
No, I'm never going to see the face print.
I have them in a house.
I'll see it once when I build it. I'll probably see it when I make a post about it on Instagram on my Lego account, Canadian_brick_bros. Go check it out.
Again, you stuttered. Canadian_brick_bros.
Yeah, go follow me on there.
With my boy.
Oh wait, we can't say his name.
Oh yeah, my
'Cause-
boy.
We can't say his name because he doesn't. We didn't ask him.
Yeah, we won't put his name. We'll cut that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that brings us to the big event of today's episode: our reviews of Obi Wan Kenobi.
We're doing 5 words.
Yeah, bro.
All
Okay.
right.
We have taken a quick breather to
Quick
think
5.
about our 5 word review of the Obi Wan Kenobi Show.
So this will be our only non-spoiler segment.
Yeah.
Once we are done this, there will be full spoilers. If you haven't seen the show, I mean, you can keep listening if you want. Just mute it. Let us get that view time. But if you don't want to be spoiled, once the 5 words are done, we're full spoilers.
Yeah, full spoilers ahead.
Which I suppose
no
we already spoiled part of it in the Lego
okay.
section. But that's fine.
Sex is that. Okay, you go first. Your 5 words.
Good, mixed, intriguing, McGregor, underwhelming.
Underwhelming?
Yeah.
Those are... I always think you're going to do a sentence, and then you do that.
That's too much work.
Because I thought of a sentence. I said 3 goated and 3 mad. In regards to the episode.
That is accurate, yeah.
Because 3 were goated and 3 were mad.
Thanks.
Because I agree with
that
all of your
clarification was really necessary.
I agree with all of your statements.
Alright, so full spoilers ahead.
Full spoilers, no pumping the brakes. Starting now.
Show was pretty good.
I loved it.
I liked it. I did not love it.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
I thought it was good,
and
and parts of it are amazing.
There's a lot of dookie in the show.
But there's a lot of just boring shit in it.
It was a lot of unnecessary and
not fleshed out enough things.
There was a lot of... I don't think that there was any plot holes. I don't think it made any plot holes.
I think there is, well...
Which I like.
A little bit, but nothing that where it's like, oh my god, the cannon, it's been destroyed.
Yeah.
No, there's a little bit, like the fact that or A New Hope heavily implies that the last time Vader and Obi-Wan met was Revenge of the Sith.
I think this
But it's not explicit, so it doesn't ruin it.
I think this might be a little bit better.
Still talking.
Sorry.
And the fact that Leia knows Obi-Wan, but it's not explicit. Like, she does take his death in stride, but she also lost her entire planet and family like an hour ago, and she's alright, so...
Yeah. But...
She's kind of busy. She's kind of... She's just in go time in Revenge of the Sith.
In Revenge of the Sith,
or in A New Hope.
Vader and Obi-Wan hadn't met yet. That was Anakin and Obi-Wan saying goodbye to each other. Like, that was Anakin and Obi-Wan's final moment together. I think this new one where Vader is... It's not Anakin, it's Vader. Like, he says Anakin Skywalker's dead, blah, 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 blah. I think that this is a little bit better because it's like he's not talking to... Like, he didn't leave Anakin on this rock planet. He left Vader on this rock planet. So I think it's a little bit better. I like it a little bit more.
That is a good point. I didn't think about that, actually. I do like that.
Like, he's not...
I didn't think about that, yeah.
Like, he's a different person. It's Vader now.
I actually... Yeah, okay, I didn't think about that.
that works a lot more.
Okay, you're right.
Because he's... Yeah, and it's way more emotional. Because Obi-Wan is trying to connect to Anakin.
Yes, he is.
And he won't do it.
I would like to be very clear that I do like all the Vader... You know, let's just go with my first point here.
Okay.
Oh my god, they fucking knocked Vader out of the park.
Oh, so good.
Jesus Christ.
I feel like
for all of Disney's missteps, they have never fucked up Vader.
And I know it's
They have
insane.
nailed it every single time he's been on
Wars
frame.
and Rebels and Rogue One and Obi-Wan.
Even the comics,
always great.
they've never missed.
Disney understand, or whoever's writing Vader understands Vader so
don't
well.
know how. Like, they've made a lot of missteps.
So good.
They've made a lot of good steps too, but they have done a lot of not great things with the Star Wars license.
Yeah.
But they have never missed on Vader.
And I love that. I feel like this show understood Obi-Wan.
I think it did.
And Vader very well.
Their characterizations
Obi-Wan
are
could
the
have had a little
best
bit
part
more,
of this show.
But that's okay.
Yes.
So...
Ewan, though.
He's
Ewan
fantastic.
McGregor killed it.
Oh my god, he's so good.
So good in this show. You can feel his passion for the character. He's acting circles around every other which we're going to come back to.
Yeah,
but he is, except
incredible.
not every other character.
Hayden was really good.
He's not acting circles around Hayden.
I honestly think Hayden Christensen was the best actor in the show. That last scene...
Okay.
That last scene was so good, but also Ewan was so.
We'll come back to that last scene.
That last scene we'll come back to because I think that's seriously one of the best scenes in all of Star Wars.
We could do a whole podcast on just that scene.
That is probably a top 5 scene in all
Oh, it's
Star
probably
Wars.
my 3rd or 4th favorite scene in the franchise.
We'll get back to that. Okay, point number 2.
Well, the show itself is pretty mixed. I said that.
I did too.
Hayden and little Leia were amazing. We were talking about Hayden.
Little Leia was
but
awesome.
the girl they have as little Leia is incredible.
She is
Again,
exactly
she's
what...
acting circles around most of the characters in this show. I don't understand it. How did you get such good casting for Leia? She's perfect.
So I'm going to say this now, actually. I would like to talk about what the show is as a whole and appreciate what it is and criticize what it is.
Yeah.
And then after this, I would like to talk about what it should have been and could have been. Because those are two different things. And I think it's stupid to say Leia shouldn't have been in it, Luke shouldn't have been in it, Vader shouldn't have been.
Luke very much should have been in it.
I know. That was just an example. But yeah, those are criticisms, but it's what we have.
Yeah, actually,
so
I agree with you.
There's no point in saying that. I want to talk about this is what I wish it was after we talk about what the whole show was. So, I think Leia was great.
She was so good. People were bitching on Twitter that, she's bratty. My brother in Christ, have you ever seen Star Wars? That's Leia.
Leia's not the nicest.
The first thing she says to Luke is she calls him short.
Yeah. The first thing, she doesn't even know him. She just roasts him.
She thinks he's just a stormtrooper.
Yeah.
But she just, with zero hesitation, it's like, hey, buddy, you got a shrimp dick over here? It's
I don't know. Leia in the show
she was
fantastic.
Incredible.
And she still is a nice person, too.
Yeah, Leia's not a bitch. Well, she is, but she's not evil.
Yeah.
Or she's just a bratty little
awesome.
Spoiled kid.
I think it worked
as
really
Leia
well.
should be. She was amazing.
Yeah. Okay, next point.
The special effects in this show
kind of lacking.
are mixed. Parts of it look amazing.
Baseball bat lightsaber was kind of stupid.
Where?
In episode 4, when he's in the complete darkness and and when Leia's in the chair and he's hitting the stormtroopers, he's just
yeah,
he just smacks them like it's a baseball bat.
Yeah, it doesn't go through.
It's so whack.
To be fair, that was the same place as Fallen Order, and that's how they work in Fallen Order.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's just I don't know
I agree.
The lightsaber effects on basically all of it.
Ooh, but the glow.
The glow looked cool.
They knocked the lighting out of the park.
Yeah, well,
really
I don't
good.
know. That's something that's kind of weird. Is there was a little bit too much glow sometimes.
I disagree. They're in the dark.
But yeah, they were always in the dark. Kenobi was literally always in the dark.
Yeah, the special effects were the bit where the air speeders come into the Fortress Inquisitorius. I think they look like shit.
I thought it was cool. I liked it. I think I thought
the concept was pretty neat.
Flying away looked goofy.
They looked
rough. Flying in,
it looked rough, and how they got 4 people into 2-person speeders.
Yeah, I don't know.
It also that chase sequence I think it's the first or second episode.
Oh,
where,
yeah. Anytime Leia's being chased, it's
little Leia's running around. That is one of the worst scenes in the franchise.
I wouldn't say maybe.
It looks like shit, and it's stupid.
Yeah, it's really dumb.
It's just maybe it's not one of the worst,
but it's one of the.
It's bad.
It's hard to take it seriously.
And it also very much.
It's like the Book of Boba Fett motorbike chases.
Oh my god.
It's it could have been cool if they sped it up a little bit. It's hard to take it seriously because of the speed it's going.
Yeah.
If a child is trying to run away from me, wow, I don't want to. That sounds like I'm a kidnapper.
When children run from me.
When children run from me, it's so easy for me to catch them.
I'm speaking from experience. It's not hard to catch kids.
But no, I don't know. I feel like the kidnappers were so incompetent. Your whole job is to catch this kid.
Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers can't kidnap kids, confirmed.
Well, that's a good thing. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. That was kind of goofy.
There's just a bunch of kind of goofy things in it. One of the best examples, which honestly I don't mind this, the part where Obi Wan smuggles Leia out under his coat.
That was dumb.
I thought it was so funny.
It was stupid, but the fact that it didn't work.
It didn't work anyways.
Yeah, I don't think people can complain about that because people saw it and he
also,
got caught.
What is he supposed to do?
Yeah.
It's just they're very much all right, this is all we have. We'll try it. If it doesn't work, we'll just book it.
Yeah.
Everybody's running around panicking anyways.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, no harm. We'll just run.
Yeah. I think I don't know. I was talking to Noah about that scene too.
Oh yes, our composer. Thank you, Noah. Okay.
Why are there so many stormtroopers in that room?
Because it's a docking bay.
Why is there that many people at Fortress Inquisitores?
Have you played Fallen Order?
I have.
There's
not that many.
Yeah, there is.
There's guards.
It's full of stormtroopers.
There's not just like hundreds of stormtroopers.
It's a military
walking
base.
around. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's a fortress. I don't know. I thought it was kind of weird. Like,
That part didn't
it
bug
shouldn't
me.
be that busy with stormtroopers.
Also, new Purge troopers look like shit.
No, they look great. They just don't look as cool as they do.
I hate the helmet.
They look weird in comparison. They still look good.
Do not like the helmet.
I think the helmet, it looks a little too stormtrooper.
It looks like a cross between a stormtrooper, a death trooper, and one of the I don't know what the exact helmets that officers sometimes wear. The big dome helmets.
Yeah. I don't know. The Fallen Order Purge Trooper design is peak.
It's so good. It's one of the best designed troopers in the franchise.
And that's something I'm a little upset about. Is there was not a single reference to the Inquisitors in Fallen Order.
Why would there be?
I don't know. Just bumming around and why not?
Well, Trilla's dead, and she's been dead for 5 years.
Oh, wait.
Ninth
I thought this
sister.
was after.
It is after.
I thought Obi-Wan was before.
No, it's after.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, it was 5 years ago.
Because there was a lot of Fallen Order references.
And Ninth Sister.
In that,
I mean, Ninth Sister's totally not dead.
no, she's gonna be a villain in this.
Absolutely survived that.
Yeah,
but
she just got her hand cut off.
Yeah, and fell down. Yeah, she's fine.
She's fine. No body, no death.
Yeah.
If Vader didn't kill you, you're not dead. Except Reva, but that's okay.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna come back to that.
Yeah, I think Reva should. We'll get back to that.
You do not get to know really any of the side characters.
You don't, and then they just either die or leave.
And they expect you to be sad when some of them die.
The only one that was actually executed well was the officer that I don't remember her name.
Tala. I liked her.
Tala was great.
She's the exception. Also,
and her
Reva.
death was great.
But Ice Cube's son.
He didn't die.
No, but you don't know him, and you're expected to care about him. It's like, oh, you're a leader, Ice Cube Jr. People look up to you. It's like, who the fuck is this guy? He's had seconds of screen time.
Yeah.
Or when the one pilot died in the airspeeder.
Yeah, that was
And they were like, oh no.
Not Brian.
Brian or whatever his name was. It's like, wait, literally. He had no lines. Yeah.
I don't even know what he looks like.
Or
I don't know anything about this person. You're like, oh no, Christopher, no, oh god.
Yeah, just a normal white guy name. I can't remember what it was. It was Wade. His name was Wade. It's
Not Wade. Yeah, I don't know. It's stupid.
Or the Kumail Nanjiani.
I liked him. He was in it a lot.
He's fine, but not really. He's in
3 episodes.
Yeah, I
he's in
butchered
half
that.
the show.
But you don't know him. He just kind of shows up. He's just kind of like, I'm an imposter. Oh, I'm good now. He's like, I'm good now. I'm just gonna hang out with these guys.
His character was a little bit forced.
Yeah.
But
you don't know him very well.
Yeah.
He seemed interesting, and I liked him when he first showed up.
I'm not the idea of a moneymaker, like scamming people.
But he's still doing good things. He's just like, I mean, I need to eat too, man.
Yeah, that was cool.
I didn't mind that at all. It's just that we're supposed to care about him when we don't know him. Also, one of the Inquisitors, I don't know who that is.
The yellow one?
I think she's orange, but yeah.
The tentacle head one?
Yeah, she's not a Twi'lek.
Yeah, she didn't even have any lines.
She had no lines, and it's like, yeah, she seems kind of cool.
Yeah,
Also, Fifth Brother and Grand Inquisitor, wasted.
No, Grand Inquisitor was not wasted.
I think he was.
Grand Inquisitor was not
wasted. He gets
wasted.
no action scenes.
That's fine. He doesn't need action scenes.
He's the coolest one.
He has so much presence whenever he's there.
He's the cool. Also, I don't like the design still.
I love the design. From the side, his head looks perfect. He was literally perfect.
His
from
head's
the side.
too round.
It's just when you look at him from the front, and it's.
But based on the initial trailers,
they fixed him.
He looks way better.
They gave him Sith eyes. They gave him the sharp teeth. They gave him a little bit longer of a head potentially.
I don't think so. I think they just did the eyes.
Yeah.
I think we didn't get enough of him in the trailers to see the eyes. They were probably there.
The Grand Inquisitor I was a little bit underwhelmed by, but then in episode 5 when he comes back and he's like,
surprise,
hello.
bitch, I lived.
It's so good.
Anybody was like, oh, they broke it and they killed the Grand Inquisitor.
That was so funny. Episode 5 was literally the best episode.
They were never gonna kill him.
Yeah, I know. It's episode 5.
Also
explaining literally all the criticisms that all the canon criticisms with the show was so cool. Like, oh, how does Reva know she can't know?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, if she knew, Anakin would know too.
They're not going to say it in the first episode.
Yeah. The Grand Inquisitor can't die.
There's a whole show yet.
And then episode 5 pays off all of those. Yeah, Anakin did know, and he was playing her like a fiddle.
Yeah, of course.
For the entire time.
Yeah, I don't know why people were so mad about that. Like, if they don't address it by the end of the show,
people were complaining that Reva
get
was
mad. But they didn't.
People were complaining that Reva was like, I don't know. Oh, she breaks canon. Everything about her breaks canon. And then they pay it all off on episode 5.
It's the first episode.
Her arc with Vader and the Grand Inquisitor was perfectly done.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to Reva.
Good. I loved that twist.
That was pretty good. And he just shows up. He's like, "Surprise,
hello,
bitch! I'm alive."
You can't kill me.
Also, Fifth Brother looks like shit.
Fifth Brother looks a little too human.
He's too short, and he just looks like a guy painted green.
Yeah, he looks like a cosplay.
He doesn't. Yeah, he looks like cosplay.
His costume, other than his face, is fantastic.
It's the face.
His face is the
and
only problem I
he
have.
talks completely different.
He talks exactly. Oh, he doesn't.
No, he
talk
doesn't.
Like lizardy,
he has a Spanish accent in Rebels. He does not in.
I love his voice in Obi Wan.
Oh, I have no complaints about the voice in a vacuum. It doesn't sound like the guy playing Grand Inquisitor doesn't sound exactly like Jason Isaacs.
But at least he's trying
to
sound like
it's clearly like it's the same guy.
The Grand Inquisitors, both of them are great, as in Rebels and Obi-Wan.
Oh, okay. It was like
both of them are awesome, and I love both of them. Like,
I thought he was fine in Rebels.
I don't know which one I like more. Probably
the same
Rebels.
guy. It's
no, which you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
I think I like the Rebels one more.
Rebels.
But the Kenobi one is
He's one of the best parts of Rebels.
Yeah. Okay.
What do I have here? The music is mid.
I know. I was saying that.
I was so disappointed by the music in this show.
You know how many times we got Imperial March?
0.
Once. Right at the end when it's Vader.
Oh yeah, there is one once. And you put Leia's theme in there too.
One of the most wasted.
I don't need to hear the same music I've always heard.
I don't either, but show me at least once.
But Imperial March is the most iconic theme in the entire franchise.
Yeah, it's probably the most iconic piece of movie music ever written. Everybody on Earth knows
it's definitely
song.
Up there.
Well, what would beat it? Nothing.
The main theme.
No, Imperial March absolutely way more.
I don't know. They're
Imperial
close.
March has to be. I think Imperial
the Jurassic Park theme. No. I'm kidding.
That's so biased.
No, I'm kidding.
Actually, it's the Muppets 2011 Manor a Muppet.
I hate that you got me to like that song.
I fucking love that movie.
Same with the Rainbow Connection song. Muppets, you got that shit stuck in my head for like a month.
Rainbow Connection from that movie is actually a masterpiece. That whole movie, that's actually one of my favorite movies.
This is a
Top 3.
Weird tangent.
Yeah, this is a weird time to talk about this. Anyways,
yeah, I'm just disappointed by the music. It's just generic. You know what it reminds me of? A Marvel movie.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't think the music is bad in the Marvel movies at all.
Except for Guardians of the Galaxy, where it's like
sometimes
the most peak music ever.
It's incredible.
I'm talking about original, not the
not
like the 70s music they bring in. I'm talking about like the original score.
The first Doctor Strange, the Guardians movies, the Avengers theme.
Yeah.
Infinity War is the best soundtrack in the whole franchise.
No.
What
about the Portals one from Endgame?
Endgame's really good too.
We started talking about music.
I'm talking.
We said one thing about
goddamn
Obi-Wan, and that turned into Muppets, and now it's about Infinity War.
I just really like Infinity War.
I just really like Muppets, bro.
But no, the music reminded me.
I'm sorry.
That's gonna be the clip.
Okay. Okay, hold on. What were we even saying? I don't remember.
The music.
It is fucking hot in here.
The music. It is hot in here. Yeah, it's
because we're getting heated about the show. It's like 40 degrees in here.
It is weirdly hot in here.
My room didn't even get hot. Oh.
Okay. It reminds me of most Marvel movies. They don't really have crazy memorable music. It's not bad. It's just not memorable. It's just fine.
I actually can't remember what a single one of the pieces of music sound like.
Well, I can, but not most of them.
Yeah.
In certain movies, I can remember a couple. Because Star Wars, a franchise known for how good its music is.
In everything.
Every single piece, even the animated stuff.
Even the animated stuff, even the spin-offs. Rogue One and Solo have incredible
The Mandalorian.
Oh my god.
The music in Mando is
Ludwig,
amazing.
bro?
My man Ludwig, I don't remember
Is
his
it
last.
Ludwig?
I don't care.
Ludwig.
It's
Ludwig. What's his last name?
it starts with a G.
It's like Glorgenstein or something.
It's not Glorgenstein.
Ludwig Glocken is probably
The guy
the
who
best
did
composer
Mando.
in Star Wars.
Over
okay,
John Williams?
I meant for the TV shows.
The composer?
I meant he gets that was
Mr.
stupid.
Movie Music
Yeah,
himself?
did you know he's retiring?
Yes.
Which is fine.
He's like 100 years
Does
old.
that mean Kenobi's his last project?
No, Indiana Jones 5 is.
Ah, cringe.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The music is just
The music is lacking.
it isn't bad.
The trailer having Duel of the Fates and
that never shows up.
whatever that one from Revenge of the Sith is.
Battle of the Heroes.
Yeah.
And Anakin's Dark
Beautiful,
Deeds.
Beautiful. So well executed. And then they just don't use them. Like, they literally had them. Maybe there was some agreement or something. I don't know. But it felt kind of weird.
This whole show in general ultimately is pointless. Now hear me out.
No, wait. Is this going to be your final point?
No.
Because I would like to talk about this at the end because I have a lot to say about that.
We will hold off on this.
Because that's what I'm going to say is what this show could have and should have been.
The final duel in this show
Oh, it's great.
is amazing.
It's so good.
That's one of the best scenes in the whole franchise.
We're talking about it now?
Yeah, we're talking about it.
Okay, good. Because it was my.
Honestly, I want a whole Vader thing where his respirator is broken for most of the movie, because we've heard him talk like that in Rebels and this now.
Yeah.
That is one of my favorite things. Also, the poetry. It's like poetry in rhymes where Ahsoka slashes the left side, Obi-Wan does the right, or vice versa. I can't remember which.
Can't remember.
Those are both two of the best.
Luke
If you want to
opens
make a
up.
good scene, just break Vader's helmet.
Yeah,
Fallen Order. Not Fallen Order. Force Unleashed, man, the ending's amazing.
If you want to make a good Star Wars thing, just put Vader in
Just
it.
put Vader in it.
I'm kind of afraid they'll start overusing Vader, but we'll see what
They
happens.
haven't so far.
They haven't. Because every time he's been in it,
That's Mr. Star Wars. You
I
can't
know.
overuse him.
You can.
People
because I
that
feel
want
like
slightly unrelated. People want an Anakin spin-off.
We have
he has
an
one.
Anakin spin-off.
It's called Star Wars.
Anakin is the main character of Star Wars.
It's called Star Wars.
Anakin is literally the best character in movie history.
It's up there.
Probably the most. He's the best. Yeah, no, I can't. I'm not changing. He's the best character in fiction. In fiction, he's the best character in fiction.
Have you heard of Rose Tico?
Have you heard of Fozzie the Bear? I don't know why I'm talking about Muppets so much today. But no, I think, no, that ending scene is.
It's
probably one of the.
I wish they
best
talked longer.
acted, one of the most emotional. I have to sneeze again.
I wish they talked longer.
It's gone.
You don't need to.
I think it was perfect. I didn't.
But I want to hear the voice more.
Yeah. Okay, when he screams Obi-Wan,
It's so good.
call me crazy. It's better than the Kenobi scream. It's better than Maul's Kenobi scream.
I think it's on par.
I think it's way creepier. I think it's way more emotional. I think it's just way more powerful. Just that broken. He can't scream without hurting himself.
Yeah, he's in agony doing it.
He's like dying.
I mean, to be fair, Sam Witwer was in agony doing that Kenobi scream.
Sam Witwer, his Kenobi scream is the most iconic thing in Rebels, but
It probably is.
it is absolutely. Everybody knows it. People who
think
don't
you're
even know
right.
what it's from know that scream,
I think you're right, yeah.
and it's so good. But the Obi-Wan one, I don't know. It was so good. Just that broken sound of it.
The way it keeps flipping between Hayden's voice and
Yeah, it was so good.
botted Vader's voice. Honestly, okay, so the CGI voice that they did for Luke in Book of Boba Fett, a little rough.
I didn't mind it.
But
I don't think it sounded too confusing.
it wasn't horrible, but he
I think
doesn't
it
emote
sounded
very
like
much.
Mark Hamill. I think it sounded like Mark Hamill.
It was okay. I got
That was
over it pretty
pretty good.
quickly. But with Vader botting his voice,
It was perfect.
he already talks like a robot.
Yeah, Vader's a robot. It's
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, it was
please don't do it after James Earl Jones dies.
Yeah, if James Earl's
I'm okay
How
with
old
it
is he?
because
He's
he's
pretty
like
old.
95.
damn.
I'm okay with it because he's still alive and he signed off on it.
Yeah.
Don't
do
make
that.
zombie actors. I do not like that.
Yeah,
it,
zombie actors are a little strange, but they have to be done sometimes.
Yeah. Hang on, I got more points here.
I think
that final duel, man,
if
good.
I was to complain, and this is the most nitpick of all time, if I were to complain about anything of the final duel, it would be when Anakin says, "You didn't kill Anakin Skywalker, I did." To have the "I did" be in Vader's voice instead of Hayden. It's not. It's
not?
It's in the mixy one, but it's complete. Like, it sounds like Hayden more than Vader. Like when he says,
I can't remember.
Obi Wan, like it's in Darth Vader's voice.
Yeah.
To do that again when he says "I did," that would be so cool.
Yeah, it would be really good.
That would be.
And the way he smiles under the, you only see a little bit. And full props to Hayden. That is some incredible eyeball acting.
I know. It's so good. He's portraying so much emotion with just his eyes.
It's like just the corner of his mouth.
It's so good.
It's the fact that you can't see into the mask is so good.
It's so creepy.
Because if you could see, it'd look goofy if you looked at it from the side.
And Vader doesn't have eyebrows.
Yeah.
He's just doing it with his eyes.
Yeah.
Like in Rebels.
And just the corner of his mouth when it comes up.
Yeah.
You like, just the idea that Vader is grinning maliciously under his mask is horrifying.
It's so creepy.
That's so creepy.
There's so much emotion in that scene. I love it.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's so good.
And the way Ewan looks is like, "I'm sorry."
When he says,
Perfect.
"I'm sorry."
I'm so, yeah. Oh.
It's so good. And he has that little accent. He's like, I'm sorry.
And when he first sees Anakin, he kind of smiles too. He starts to smile. He's like, "Anakin, it's you."
Yeah, it's so
and then immediately he's like, "Uh-oh, no, that's not Anakin, buddy."
I teared up a little bit. I teared up.
And then the other half of the episode kind of sucked, but...
Yeah, the B-plot was a little...
The B-plot...
It sucked. I just think it was unnecessary.
There was no reason for... You know what? Let's do it. Let's talk about Reva.
I liked her. I just think she was unnecessary.
One of the most disappointing characters.
She's kind of unnecessary.
Ever. There's no... She doesn't really have to be in the show.
Not really.
She is necessary, but they don't...
She was necessary for the plot, but... The last episode especially, she was kind of
She should have died. I think we're going to get a spin-off with her.
I do think it was necessary for what they might do with Kenobi Season 2.
Please don't make Kenobi Season 2.
If they do a Kenobi Season 2, they can have Obi-Wan branch off and not be exclusively watching over Luke, because now it's been shown that Owen and Beru can handle it. Like, they can handle it. They kicked a Sith's ass. Like,
not really.
Well, any regular person that's coming to attack, they can handle it. Like, they know what they're doing.
Luke was gonna die had Reva not had a change of heart.
Yeah, it's fair. I don't know.
She should have died though. Killing her, having Vader just pop her off would have been better.
Because we've seen it with
Trilla.
With Trilla, and I loved Trilla.
And a whole bunch of them in comics as well.
It's such a well-written character.
Yeah.
Trilla's probably the best written character in that game. And
over Cal.
Not over Cal. Cal's incredible.
Over Grease.
Over greasy money, baby. No, but having Trilla be killed just because she lost to Cal, like Vader just because she lost.
You spend the whole game building up to fight her. You finally beat her. It's a 20-minute boss fight. Vader comes in and kills her in seconds.
Yeah, so well done. And I feel like Vader totally should have, Count Dooku'd her. Like, he has two
he should have done it. Or like Grand Inquisitor killer. Have him step out of the way. He's like, "Hey man, you got this. You want your revenge? Sure."
That would have completed her arc perfectly. Because that whole...
It's okay to not give characters redemption arcs.
Yeah, it's okay to kill characters. It's okay to kill villains.
She was a bad guy. That was what I liked her, is that she's not very threatening.
Yeah.
But that's the point.
Yeah, and Vader and the Grand Inquisitor know that, and they exploit that.
Little Leia is not scared of her. Yeah. She's like, all right, fuck you.
And that infuriates her. And that's what I like about Reva's character, is that she is kind of realistic in that way, that she's like...
She's trying to act cool.
She's trying to impress them.
Yeah, and like even the other Inquisitors, like especially the scene on Tatooine where they're trying to find the Jedi at the start, the other Inquisitors just kind of look at her.
Bro, what are you? You're being cringe.
What are you doing? Stop it! This isn't.
You're being cringe, bro.
Yeah,
like they're doing that.
Yeah,
because what she's doing is like unnecessary, and they know that. So it's kind of cool. I really like it.
Yeah.
And even when she's running, she's like doing the flips in episode 2 and everything. Like,
yeah.
like
she's not
trying to impress us.
Scary. And she's not supposed to be.
And
I do think they didn't do enough with her.
Yeah.
And the acting is not... It's not that good, unfortunately.
Her acting?
I think it might be a direction thing.
I think her acting.
I'm not faulting the actress.
I think
She seems nice.
Her acting was.
It's okay, but compared to some of the other characters in the show,
you're comparing her with Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor, who
but
are both incredible actors.
You have to compare them.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
When she's acting opposite them, Vader is a robot with no face, and he's acting better than her. Leia is a child. And is acting circles around her. I know people were really mean to the actress, and that's wrong. That's bad. Don't do that. She seems nice.
Terribly
I'm sure she's a very, very nice lady.
That was incredible.
I've never met her, but you should never. Nobody should have ever gone for her. That's wrong. Obviously, you shouldn't need me to tell you that.
Yeah.
But criticism is also. I'm not inherently faulting her because she's also not the only not great actor in the show.
There are a couple weird, really
most of those side characters we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Pretty middling.
Pretty mid.
Yeah, I am not.
I think it's just. I honestly think the problem is.
I think it's just compared to.
Too good.
I think comparing to him is what.
It's too good.
I think in a bubble she would not have been that bad. It's because she's going up against.
Yeah.
Obi Wan, and they should have killed her. There's no reason to keep her alive.
They either should have killed her, or if they're not going to kill her, do something interesting with her. Mm-hmm. And I think they will do something interesting with her.
She's getting a spin-off.
If they turn her into a gray Jedi Inquisitor hunter, that could be one of the coolest character arcs we've ever fucking seen.
That actually sounds awesome. I didn't think about that.
That could be so cool.
That sounds really good.
Since they didn't kill her, they have something planned for her. And if what they have planned is boring, it's going to suck. But if they have something cool planned, like a great Jedi Inquisitor hunter or something
that actually sounds awesome.
Could be awesome, because we've never seen it. But if they
there's not enough Inquisitors to hunt. There's only like 20 of them, and most of them are dead.
There's only 20 of them.
But most of them are dead, and most of the ones still alive die in Rebels.
I think it could be good. And Vader can get more Inquisitors, who knows?
That's true.
But, that's what Star Wars is great at. If they need an Inquisitor, they can just pull one out of their ass. Like,
that's true. Please make more aliens.
There's an undetermined amount of Inquisitors.
I'm so sick of seeing humans in these shows.
Yeah, I'm excited for Ahsoka because that's the first.
It's the only one
alien-led show. That's gonna be so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a single alien in the Andor trailer.
Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's a human-based planet, but who knows?
I mean, maybe there's lots of aliens in the show. It's not out yet.
Yeah, I don't know. Andor, I'm very excited.
It looks really good. We're getting off topic again.
Getting off topic. What's your next point?
Want to go through episode by episode?
Not really.
Okay.
I feel like I don't have too much to say episode by episode.
Okay.
I think here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we should do. We should give an out of 10 on each episode.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a fair way of doing it.
First one.
I'm gonna give it an 8. It was great.
9 or 8. First one's really good. I loved the first one except for that chase.
Episode 2, solid 7.
Yeah, a little down from 1. I'd 7's. I think it's fair.
7's good. Yeah.
Episode 3.
Episode 3 was the Vader and that was.
But the Vader stuff carries it.
Yeah.
Which one was episode? That was Fortress Inquisitorius, right?
Fortress Inquisitorius, probably the worst episode of the show. Probably.
Yeah, easily 6.
6.
I don't think it was horrible. We're gonna come back to why we're kind of disappointed by the show, but.
That was a 6. And then the
one
episode 5 was a 9. That 8. Was the best episode of the show.
I think an 8. No, last one. No, it is the best.
The last
episode.
one was the last one had my favorite moments of the show.
The A plot really carries that. The B plot's kind of mid in the last.
And then the last episode, I'm gonna give it an 8.
Yeah.
And that's why I think Obi-Wan averages to me for about a 7. The whole show about a 7.
And that's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, it sucks to say.
I wanted like a 7. A 7 is not bad. But this is Obi Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
This is one of the best characters in the whole franchise.
Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett.
Boba Fett was like a 6.
Only like a 6.5 for
me. And so much of that is carried by 2 episodes of a different show.
Because I wasn't expecting something phenomenal. I was expecting something good and watchable and enjoyable, and that's exactly what the show was.
2 incredible episodes from a different show.
Yeah, but like it's just the fact that this show could have been the best thing I've ever seen in my life that I'm mildly disappointed in it. I think it's time to round her off with what I think and what Connor thinks the show should have been.
I actually did a video about this.
You did?
About a year ago.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
It's not a great video. I sound like I'm bored out of my mind the whole time. But I actually went back and rewatched it this morning, trying to think of what I said. I don't think something like Maul should have been in the show.
Maul should not be in it. We've had Maul and Kenobi's entire arc.
Yeah, we don't need it anymore.
I don't want to see it anymore.
A lot of people were. I did mention that in the video. I was like, yeah, I mean, Maul would be cool, but
yeah, I love Maul.
What do you do?
I don't want to see him.
I don't need.
I feel like Obi-Wan and Maul's arc, it's so fleshed out,
done,
and it should only be touched by Dave Filoni.
Yeah,
Dave Filoni is the only person who should touch Darth Maul because he's so good at it. And Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Is he doing the Ahsoka show?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, good.
Dave Filoni will never let anyone else touch Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah, Ahsoka's
He had to invent time travel to stop Ahsoka Tano from dying.
The extent they'll go through to keep writing Ahsoka's stories. And they're
to be
all
fair,
tens.
She's the best character in the franchise.
She is the best character in Star Wars.
Yeah.
She is the best written character in Star Wars. I fucking love Ahsoka.
The flashbacks, it feels like a bunch were cut out, particularly.
Other than Anakin, I gotta say that because I just
there was
like a 10-minute rant earlier talking about how good Anakin.
There was we got one. Now I'm not watching the show for flashbacks. People that wanted to watch the show just to see flashbacks.
Yeah.
I don't get it. That's boring.
I wanted to see something.
But there should have been more to it. We got one where 40-year-old Anakin Skywalker as 19-year-old Anakin Skywalker.
The de-aging could have been better.
I don't think they did de-age him. I think he was just.
Lighting was
Don't get me wrong. Hayden Christensen looks really good for his age.
He is aged. Like,
he looks
fine wine.
He looks great. He doesn't look 19.
Yeah.
He looks 40.
Yeah.
That was a little jarring, but if there was the scene with him in the bacta tank, Obi-Wan, it felt like there should have been a flashback there.
Yeah, especially since we just watched a show about an old man getting flashbacks in a bacta tank.
Yeah, exactly. That was half that show. It felt like there should have been more.
Something there.
It like the show feels simultaneously like they took a movie and stretched it out to 6 hours, which they did.
Yeah.
And also like they cut a bunch of stuff out.
Yeah, it's like they cut
there was
the
not
wrong
a single
parts out and
Qui-Gon. I love seeing Qui-Gon at the end.
Okay.
I don't know how he's a ghost.
I don't.
He's not supposed to be a ghost
because I think they're going to explain that in whatever the next media is going to be.
We're getting to season 2.
I think so.
I don't want it.
I don't want it unless it's if Vader's not in it. I don't want Vader in it. Vader and Obi-Wan's story does not need to be touched anymore.
It could be like a smaller scale adventure though, with him training with Qui-Gon to become a Force ghost.
Here's what I think. Okay, listen here. What I think the show should have been is a 2-hour special or something like that, where it's literally Obi-Wan waking up in the morning, depressed, goes to the meat market, cuts his meat, steals his piece, perfect, just like episode 1. Then he sits down in his cave, tries to connect with Qui-Gon, it fails. Goes to bed, has a nightmare, wakes up. During that nightmare, we see a Clone Wars flashback or a
There's a couple dream
Star Wars flashback, something like that.
The dream sequences felt like they could have had flashbacks in as well.
It should have been. He's like going through his trauma. We could have had something remind him of Satine, and now we have something new with Satine. And then we have something remind him of Maul, and he sees Maul. Like, it's not like... It didn't really need to be a story. It didn't really need Vader in it.
Thought it was going to be.
That's what I thought it was going to be. And then
but
at the
also,
very, very end of that, he should have connected with Qui-Gon, heard his voice, and then it's alluded to that he learns his stuff, because we don't need to see it.
But also...
Because
if
Yoda
it's just him going through his day, what's the point? What are we watching? It's just a guy walking around, which does sound interesting.
We need an Obi-Wan closure show, because
I guess
we haven't seen, and we kind of have now, his closure with these characters. We haven't seen his closure with Qui-Gon, but I bet we will. We haven't seen his closure with Satine. We've kind of seen his closure with Anakin and Vader, but not really. But I mean, we did.
It's called
trilogy.
A New Hope. It's called Star Wars.
But I don't know. There's so much that we
saw them all.
We what?
We saw Maul, though.
We saw Maul, but not, like, the extent that he has dealt with Maul. Like, I don't know.
He doesn't really need to.
He doesn't really need to. I feel like it should have been...
Well, not everything needs closure. Sometimes people just die and don't get closure.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what happens.
Yeah.
He doesn't get the closure with Anakin, really. He just, like, accepts Luke and Leia will kill him, and then he dies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's okay. But, like, I don't know. I think the show didn't need to be an adventure. It just needed to be...
Because it does. He left Luke just alone. And then at the end, he leaves and goes and sees Leia again, leaving Luke alone... Again. It's and don't get me wrong. Leia is just as important as Luke is.
Yeah.
But somebody's got to watch Luke.
Well, yeah.
And Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru they've proven themselves to be good at it.
The whole like Alderaan government and guards watching her all the time, but I don't know. Doesn't matter. I think
the funniest scene in the show, the people of the planet will look up to you, Leia.
No, they won't.
Uh-oh, Bail.
Is it canon that Leia's, like, what's his name? Her dad.
Anakin?
Her adoptive dad.
Bail Organa?
Bail Organa. Is it canon that he dies in the Alderaan explosion?
Yeah.
Okay, and probably her mom, too?
He says in Rogue One that he's going back to Alderaan.
Okay, yeah. So
he's like, I'm sending Leia to go pick up Obi-Wan. I'm going back to Alderaan.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it makes sense. But I think
I gotta go die. I'm not in the original trilogy, so I gotta go over there.
Bail Organa's such a good character.
He's alright, yeah.
But yeah, I think I
do find it funny. He sent Obi-Wan a message containing every single piece of information someone would need to find
Luke Skywalker on Tatooine. The coordinates being -1, 417, the homestead of Owen Lars, and like he like gives
his
him
mother's maiden name is this. Here's his social security number.
Oh, by the way, that's Anakin's son, right? Remember?
Yeah, it's just in case you forgot. Luke Skywalker is the son of Anakin Skywalker.
He's 10 years
he lives
old,
at
birthday June 10th. Yeah. like it's so weird.
But yeah, I feel this show in general.
It was simultaneously way too complicated and way less complicated than it should have been.
Leia could have left by like episode 3.
I feel I kind of thought she was going to.
She didn't really need to, and I loved seeing little Leia, but there wasn't really a reason to keep her around.
Every single Star Wars media.
You'd think the king of a planet could arrange a ride home.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just like I don't know. It was a little disappointing. But it did fulfill a lot of stuff that I liked.
The most disappointing thing to the show, and we started getting this a little earlier, the whole show is beyond the little small moments with Obi-Wan, especially at the end with Vader, which is really, really good. He even gets his new drip at the end. He says hello there. That part's really good. He goes off to train with Qui-Gon.
Hello there.
Everything kind of ends where it starts.
Yeah.
Leia goes back home, not really learning anything.
Overall, it felt
Vader Vader gets told, "No, man, sorry, you can't go. A New Hope already came out. You can't go hunt down Obi-Wan." Which Ian McDermott, good to see him.
Oh, so cool.
The makeup looks different every time we see him, but
I think it's still good.
Oh, look great, yeah. Good to see him.
His makeup does look funny.
But that word's hard. Revenge of the Sith ended very cohesively. Everybody gets awkwardly jammed into their New Hope starting positions at the beginning.
Yeah.
Or at the end of it. And then at the beginning of this, they all start there. And then they all have to go back at the end.
Yeah. So it kind of felt like unnecessary.
It does feel sort of pointless.
I don't think Obi-Wan should have left Tatooine.
Not really.
I think it should have been... I don't know.
I actually said this from the beginning that as much as I love Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan and I loved seeing these characters again, we didn't really need this.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to see make new things.
I loved.
You want to know why everyone loves The Mandalorian so much?
Because
it's new things, and now they keep putting in old which don't get me wrong, they haven't really messed that up once yet, except for that one show.
What?
Book of Boba Fett.
Oh yeah.
I liked Book of Boba Fett.
Book of Boba Fett was good. I loved a lot of Kenobi, and overall, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
It's a 7.
A little bit of missed potential.
It's a lot of missed potential.
A lot of good stuff is in it.
But the ending is amazing.
Yeah, the ending is really.
It's
really good.
yeah.
And I don't know. I think it all came full circle with him saying hello there, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
It's
He said the funny,
show
therefore I'm
with him
good.
saying hello there, and then ended with him saying goodbye there. That was the whole show.
No, I like that they saved hello there to the end.
I do.
You gotta hear it, because like he just says that, the character.
Yeah, it's just his,
he just says it. It's the first thing we ever hear him say in A New Hope.
Yeah, I know.
It's just how he greets people.
It's just his catchphrase.
Yeah.
I don't know. And he says it all the time in Clone Wars.
Yeah, he does.
It's just his thing.
He just says it.
It's not like it's just a thing he says.
It's not like he's quipping. It's just he just says it.
I don't know. I think Obi-Wan's happy smile at the end, seeing
that made
Luke
me happy.
and Qui-Gon were
and it does make sense because he's kind of got over this guilt where he's sort of realized now, hey, Vader did kind of do this to himself.
Yeah,
I didn't make him go kill all these kids.
Yeah.
He just did it.
Yeah. I didn't make him murder a bunch of children.
Yeah, and I kind of did what I had to.
Yeah.
I did what I could to stop this.
And it was a really heartwarming ending, and also a really devastating ending.
Mm-hmm.
Like Vader's ending, heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And Obi-Wan's ending made me smile a little bit.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
Got the new clothes.
Yeah.
Or I guess the old clothes, but
watching him ride out on the camel, so cool.
yeah.
But yeah, overall, 7 out of 10.
Well, was the show worth it after all we've gone through?
I would say yes.
I would also say yes.
I would say yes. Worth it exclusively for that conversation Anakin and Vader had.
Yeah, it was the best part.
And that's what I think it was worth.
Even the first duel was pretty good too.
Yeah.
The second duel is bad.
First
I
duel
liked
kinda
the first one.
underwhelmed me a little bit.
But it's not really Vader's just coming at him.
Yeah. It's better now because I thought that was going to be the only time they fought, and I was going to be pissed.
I knew it wasn't going to be.
I knew it wasn't going to be, but I was like, if that is, I'm going to be fuming.
Yeah.
I'm very happy now with it, as it's just like Vader just rage. Like, he's just like mad at
He's pissed.
Yeah, and it's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Overall, it was a good show, and I'm happy it came out. And I'm very excited to see what they do next. And I'm also very excited.
Andor next.
For the next one. So yeah, we'll
Andor,
see what happens.
yeah.
But yeah, I think
that's about it.
That pretty much concludes
that's
our,
the show.
Our thoughts.
Got a little off topic here and there. I'm sure in an hour I'm going to think of a point I should have said because I do that with every episode of this show.
I'm like, oh shit, why didn't I say that? But it's fine. All right, well, thank you all for listening. This is a good one. Yeah. I like this one.
Yeah, this went on for too long.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like how we said at the start, oh yeah, this might be like a 40... Or
yeah, this will be like a 25-minute video. No, it's been like an hour and a half.
It's been like an hour and a half. Thank you everyone so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed. Follow us for the next episode. Should be coming out in a couple weeks.
Give us a
follow
like and
me
subscribe.
at social media. Liam doesn't have any social media.
I'll think of something. I have social media, just not for Boinks. I'm gonna make a video soon, I swear. I'm gonna talk about it in the next episode.
You've said that for the last 3 years.
No, I have a plan. And I will let you know what happens next episode.
We don't know what the next episode of this is gonna be.
I want to do a tier list, and we'll see what happens.
And that might not be next week's episode.
We'll see. I want to do one about fast food tier list. We'll see what happens. Next episode will come out shortly. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The Very Cool Podcast.